Success isn't the lack of failure, it's persisting despite it. Today, I'm revealing the harsh truth of creative entrepreneurship. Social media is a highlight reel, and the reality is that this path that we're on is hard. Most who go down this road don't last, and those that do last experience failures, setbacks, rejections, and breakdowns. Behind every successful creative entrepreneur is a graveyard of failures that they persisted through, and only through hard work, resilience, and a strong support system did we persevere. This is the story that no one talks about, but today I want to lay it all out there for you. My name is Chris Pieta, and if you don't know who I am, I run a production company and teach creative business to entrepreneurs just like you. Have you ever wondered why all the creatives you follow on social media seem to be crushing it? We all experience failures and setbacks, but why don't we see the top players experiencing the same? Should our goal be the flashy lifestyle we see on Instagram, or should we define success for ourselves? Where can we go for a support system when nothing seems to be working? The illusion of success on social media is very real. And yes, when I say illusion, I mean that. But it's not what you think. Most of the entrepreneurs you see on the platform are crushing it, and their wins are real. The illusion comes into play when they don't really share their failures and their setbacks. We all experience these failures and setbacks, and some people give up and others persevere. How can you go from experiencing failures and almost giving up to developing a resilience mindset? What should we do if we want to actually learn from our setbacks and grow stronger because of them? Do you want to have a support system that enables you to succeed and lets you learn from others? I'm answering all these questions and more today. When I was starting down the path of creative entrepreneurship, I had something I like to call naive optimism. I saw the freedom other entrepreneurs had, and I wanted that. I knew it was going to be hard, and I've worked hard before. I've had ambitious goals, and I've accomplished them. Entrepreneurship couldn't be that much harder. I was so wrong. The good thing about naive optimism is that it forced me to actually go down this path. I started, more than most people can say, but a few months down this road, I still wasn't making any money. I started getting discouraged. The optimism I felt starting out was slowly withering away. I realized the illusion of success on social media. These platforms tend to curate a certain type of content. I was seeing everyone's highlight reels rather than all the dirt and setbacks they experience. People curate the content that they want you to see, and it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison when you're looking at all the success stories online. And rather than comparing myself to these people, I started doing something else. I started using these stories as inspiration. At the same time, I recognized that everyone's journey is really different. I started maintaining a realistic perspective and a more balanced perspective. I looked back and recognized the progress I've made along the way and how far I've actually come. I wasn't making any money yet, but I grew so much as an entrepreneur. About a year into this journey, I was working full-time for myself, but with this came a lot of failures and shortcomings along the way. Did I get discouraged? Maybe a little, but I realized that these are all part of the journey. Embracing failure is key. Use failures as a stepping stone to success. We can all learn from our mistakes. Rather than get discouraged, I started to use failures as a learning opportunity to improve and refine my process. Through all this, I started to develop a sort of resilience. I was building up my character traits. I built up an emotional resilience to bounce back from failures quickly and keep moving forward. There's this cyclical nature of entrepreneurship that I want you guys to grasp. The journey has this repeated cycle of trial and error, but from this, you learn. You try, you mess up, and you learn from it. And you try again with your new learnings. This is an upward trend. Each time you come out stronger, you've learned something new. We're talking about building a growth mindset here. A mindset that sees challenges and failures as an opportunity for growth. And through this, we learn persistence too. We keep trying and persisting and continually refining our approach. This is key to eventually finding success. Now, if you don't want to experience all these failures, you don't have to. My program, Creative Biz Launch, is the blueprint to building and scaling your creative business to 6 figures. You can avoid all the mistakes you're bound to make along the way and save yourself months or years of your life. Click the link below the video and learn more about Creative Biz Launch. Okay, so we all know that failure sucks. It can get emotional sometimes too. And when we wake up the next day, we have a choice to make. Do you let your emotions take over, or do you prioritize the commitments you made? Recognize that prioritizing commitments is a long-term winning strategy. Emotions come and go, and yes, your feelings are valid, but the best entrepreneurs show up each and every day despite how they feel. Some days they feel great, and some days they feel terrible. Each day they show up and do what's necessary. This is done by building discipline, establishing a disciplined approach to work, which means setting schedules and doing your daily habits that allow you to get into your best state. Again, we need to cultivate resilience. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back from failures. It's about sticking to your commitments you've made to yourself and to others. Sticking to these commitments despite facing adversity or lack of motivation. As I was preparing for this video, I felt sluggish. I didn't want to make this video today, but I had a commitment to myself and I had a commitment to my team. And most of all, I had a commitment to all 50,000 people subscribed to this channel. So here I am. I showed up despite how I feel. You might be surprised to hear me saying something like this. I've been in the game of entrepreneurship for 4 years now, and let me tell you this, it doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. You accomplish your goals, and then you find bigger and bigger challenges for yourself. And this is what it's all about. And you know what? I feel so accomplished that I'm actually sitting here, recording this video, talking to you. Success is a long-term game, and persistence is required. Success never comes overnight. It comes from consistent effort and patience. We need to build mental stamina, build the mental endurance required to stick to our path even when we don't see the results. And while we're on this journey, it's important to celebrate all the small wins. Every milestone you hit, go and celebrate that. Whether that's going out to dinner, buying those shoes you've been eyeing, or popping some champagne. Celebrate in your own way. I know some of this advice so far in this video is tough, but don't forget about self-care. Take time for yourself. Be honest about how you're doing, and if you can, find a support system. Having a support system is the biggest thing you can do for a lasting success in this game of entrepreneurship. I know I couldn't have done any of this without my girlfriend Kayla believing in me every step of the way. Her support means the world to me. Someone in my corner who's there for all my ups and downs. And there's all sorts of support systems out there. There are countless of groups online of like-minded entrepreneurs. I'm in a group of 50 or so entrepreneurs, and I'm one of the lowest level entrepreneurs in there. Most of the people in this group are making 7 figures, and I'm only at 6. It motivates me so much to be surrounded by people who are so far ahead of me. And that's exactly what I'm building with Creative Biz Launch. As of recording this video, we have 40 members in the program, and they're able to support each other. We have a Discord server where they can share their wins, their struggles, ask questions, and get direct feedback from others who are on the same path and who've been there before. Having a support system of like-minded people is so big. If you want to be part of this group, there's a link down below to learn more about Creative Biz Launch. Whatever your goals are, create a definition of success for yourself. Success should be based on your own goals and values, not on any external expectations or comparisons. Finding fulfillment in your work is so important. And success is not just about financial gain or recognition or fame. It needs to involve personal fulfillment. And for me, that's freedom. Freedom to do whatever I want every single day. And if you don't have a definition of success yet, that's okay too. Definitions can change over time. And as you grow and you evolve, your definition of success is going to change. But remember to regularly reassess your goals and make sure they align with your vision and your values. Forget about the illusion of success on social media, face failures head on, and embrace the cycle of trial and error. And when things get tough, focus on your commitments and let your feelings pass. Find a support system and build that persistence. And always focus on your definition of success. That's all I got today. More info on Creative Biz Launch down below. Thank you so much for your time, and I will catch you next time.